Good evening, Vallarta and the entire Bay Area, and obviously you can tell by our set, you are here for CPS News with Jesse and Brett because it's Monday night, and as always, we are the news that speaks your language. Good evening, Jesse. How are you?
Hello, Brent. I'm very happy. You know, spring break is here and the children are enjoying it so much. I hope you're enjoying it too. I hope you're not hiding
from
all of the people. From all the people here, because there's a lot of people here in Puerto Vallarta. So enjoy it and make the best of it. But before you do any of that, you better get your information, and that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. So let's get on with it. As usual, we're going to start with the headlines. So follow us along. We got lots of news, and let's go.
Puerto Vallarta launches major water strategy to tackle drought and boost supply. Bahía de Banderas issues 52 protective orders in 1 week amid rising violence against women. Unidos de Corazón brings life-saving heart procedures to children in Puerto Vallarta. For the first time, Profeco warns Puerto Vallarta restaurants mandatory tips are illegal and could lead to penalties. In sports news, Puerto Vallarta women's soccer team wins national amateur championship, making local sports history. And finally, make sure to stay tuned for Voices of Vallarta, as Brent will feature talented local performer Delila Boku and her upcoming 80s-inspired show. Find out more about these stories, this week's Red Hot happenings, and more on the 1-hour edition of CPS News with Jesse and Brent. The news that speaks your language.
In our first story tonight, Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia Gonzalez has announced a strategic plan to address the growing challenges related to water scarcity and the ongoing drought affecting the region. The plan focuses on infrastructure development, well maintenance, and community support to ensure a stable and sufficient water supply for the residents. The strategy includes 8 infrastructure projects aimed at increasing water production while maintaining its quality. These projects involve the installation of new extraction pumps, the rehabilitation and distilling of wells, and the construction of vertical galleries to enhance underground water collection. Just to further support the water system's ongoing efforts are being made to expand the potable water network across the municipality, ensuring a reliable water supply really remains a key priority to the population as we continue to grow and have more visitors. In addition, the city's water utility agency, CPS, recently approved a financing program to help residents purchase cisterns and water storage tanks. That's really good news. This initiative is designed to help citizens store water and reduce the impact of temporary service interruptions like we had just recently last week. The administration also plans to continue expanding the network of gogomaticos, which free and purified water dispensers located throughout the city. I didn't even know what those are called till now, to guarantee access to clean drinking water for all residents, regardless of income or location. With these combined efforts, the municipal government aims to strengthen water resilience and ensure that Puerto Vallarta can effectively respond to both current and future supply challenges. Thank you to our very frequent reporter, Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, for that story.
All right, and let's keep talking water. Just days after water service began returning to more than 140 neighborhoods affected by a massive pipe break, another planned outage has now hit the city. Well, this time, if you remember, is the downtown and south zone. This happened Friday morning, April 11th at 11 a.m. in areas from Colonia Olímpica to Conchas Chinas. They all experienced a temporary water shutoff due to the interconnection of a new extraction well known as Pozo 42. This one is located in Benito Juárez neighborhood, and the affected areas included 5 de Diciembre, Conchas Chinas, Emiliano Zapata, El Cerro, Las Peñas, López Mateos, Olímpica, and many more. Also, las mapas to Hotel Cristal, if you're in that area, you suffer this. CPS Vallarta, the city's water and sewer utility, says the service should return gradually starting Saturday afternoon, April 12th, which it did. So that was good news. Now, there was another shortage as well, and it only lasted 6 hours, but better get used to this because there's going to be a lot more shortages throughout, the summer because they are fixing all of these pipes. Now, they'd want to do it before, the actual Semana Santa, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to keep suffering some of this stuff. Now, Ruiz Hernandez emphasized the importance of ongoing infrastructure upgrades, especially after last week's major pipe burst that left nearly half the city without water. The incident took several days to resolve and even forced some schools to close. He continues to encourage residents to install home water tanks known as tinacos, as the city's aging pipeline network, over 70% of which is outdated, makes future disruptions more likely. I'm telling you. With new wells being brought online and emergency repairs still fresh, Puerto Vallarta's water infrastructure is clearly under pressure, but officials hope these upgrades will improve the system's reliability for both locals and tourists in the long run. Thank you, Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, again for this very important information that affects everyone here in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, we got a lot of reports last week about the water, so hopefully, we don't suffer that for too long and they can get this under control. All right, in our next story, Bahía de Banderas has been placed on high alert in Nayarit following a concerning rise in violent crime during the first 2 months of 2025. According to official data, the municipality registered 6 homicides between January and February, 3 each month. This figure marks a 100% increase compared to the same period in 2024, which saw just 3 reported cases. Even more alarming is the surge in drug dealing cases. Only 1 case was reported in early 2024, but in 2025, that number has skyrocketed to 11 open investigations, which is an unprecedented increase. On a slightly more positive note, vehicle theft saw a modest decline, with 24 cases reported in early 2025 versus 28 in the same time frame the previous year, which is about a 14% drop. It is important to note that the figures reflect only those crimes officially reported and documented by the Nayarit State Attorney General's office, meaning the real scope of the problem could be a bit broader. It's good to keep reporting that stuff and letting police know, though, so we can track that. Thanks again to Israel Torres for this story.
Authorities in Bahía de Banderas are raising the alarm after issuing 52 protective orders to women facing violence just in 1 week. The orders are meant to keep aggressors, often the victims' own partners, from getting close or continuing to the abuse. The most affected areas are San Vicente, especially the Valle Esmeralda neighborhood, followed by other parts of the urban and coastal zones of the municipality. Officials say one of the main challenges is that many women are too afraid to report what's happening. In many cases, the violence occurs inside the home, and some women even deny the abuse, which prevents authorities from stepping in. Even though tools like the Bahía Segura app exist to help women in danger, only about 5,900 women have downloaded it so far, just 7% of the total female population in the area. Local leaders continue to encourage women to use the available resources, such as the Purple Patrol, preventative programs, and informational sessions offered by municipal agencies. These tools are designed to act quickly and support victims before the violence escalates further. Now, let's go over to a quick word from our sponsors, which is Cerámicas Exclusivas.
Excellence in design and quality has found its home at Cerámicas Exclusivas. Elevate your space with world-class flooring and wall coverings, imported from Europe and carefully selected for those who seek distinction and perfection. In every detail, discover porcelain tiles with a marble look, offering the beauty of natural stone without stains and with easy maintenance. More space, more inventory, more exclusivity. At Cerámicas Exclusivas, we bring you an unparalleled selection of premium materials, perfect for every project. Visit us at Federación 390, Paseos Universidad Ixtapa, Puerto Vallarta, or explore our collection online, www.ceramicasexclusivas.com. Don't miss our exclusive offers, subscribe to our newsletter, and get the latest design trends and promotions every month. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more inspiration and updates. Cerámicas Exclusivas, the art of living with distinction.
Okay, next up, authorities in Bahía de Banderas are working to bring back the C2 video surveillance system within the next month, which is aimed to boost public safety after a series of technical failures and acts of vandalism. Originally set up by the previous municipal administration, the system was damaged in several incidents, including a major act of vandalism on June 2nd, 2024. Some of the cameras had to be removed for repairs and upgrades, but the antennas are now in place and internet service has been reinstalled and is running again. The entire system will be operated by municipal police officers, allowing for a faster response to emergencies reported via the radio control center. Cameras are being reinstalled in key areas such as the Riviera Nayarit Boulevard, entry and exit points of the municipality, and urban zones and locations bordering Puerto Vallarta. The reactivation of the C2 system is expected to help prevent crime in high-risk areas and improve response times for accidents on busy roads. In total, the C2 system includes 26 surveillance cameras that were originally installed during the previous government and they are now being brought back into operation. Thank you again to Israel Torres for this information and update to that story.
All right, so a lot of stories from Bahía de Banderas, but I think the most important story so far is the water shortages here in Puerto Vallarta. Hopefully, I mean, it's great. It's kudos, that they're fixing all of the pipes and stuff. But hopefully they can fix that before summertime, please.
Yeah, they say everything's going to happen before Semana Santa, but there's like 100 things that have to get done. So best of luck. And hey, Nayarit, by the way, you guys are really featured on this news, so be sure you're tuning in. I know we talk about Puerto Vallarta a lot, but you guys really do have a lot of news. So Nayarit folks, always stay tuned to the news. All right, with that, I think it's time for us to move on to our next segment. So
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with CPS News. Welcome back, and thank you for sticking with us. We've got more news, so let's get right into it. So, in our next story, the city of Puerto Vallarta is pushing ahead with plans to create a network of urban forests, a major environmental initiative aimed at protecting the green spaces and promoting ecotourism. City officials are hoping to secure support and funding from the government of the state of Jalisco to bring the project to life. Late last year, the local government took a big step by officially designating several forested areas as municipal natural protected areas. These include the green hills of El Coloso, Buenos Aires, Gastronómicas, Benito Juárez, Las Peñas, Agua Azul. Authorities believe there are more valuable ecosystems that could be included in the network, such as the estuaries of Boca Negro and Al Salado, the archaeological park of Estapa, the linear park of El Pitial, and the Rio Cual Island, and many more places, obviously. But that's great. That's really good news. The proposed network takes inspiration from a similar project in Guadalajara's metropolitan area. Local officials see it as a viable and necessary plan to protect natural spaces, especially like the Estero El Salado, which already receives attention from the state government. The idea is to form strong partnerships between the municipal and state governments to ensure proper operation, protection, and maintenance of these natural zones. Currently, 4 urban parks, which include Agua Azul, Benito Juárez, Buenos Aires, and La Antanas, have already been declared natural protected areas, covering a total of 66 hectares. These parks now require a formal management plan and operational guidelines to regulate activities and develop their current potential ecotourism attractions. City officials, including experts in urban green spaces conservation, are working closely to make sure the urban forest network is a reality. The project is seen as a high priority and a step forward for Puerto Vallarta's sustainable development and environmental stewardship. Thank you for Israel Torres for those details, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot more information about that. But now a quick message from Jesse and our sponsor, Hospital Hoya.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you concerned about your health and well-being? Well, don't miss the opportunity to take care of yourself. Hospital Hoya offers a wide range of top quality medical services, including comprehensive health checkups, laboratory and imaging services, consultations with medical specialists, 24/7 emergency care, intensive care unit, pediatric unit, and a lot more. For more information or to schedule an appointment, you can call 322-226-1010 or 322-226-8181. Stay updated on special offers and promotions by following Hospital Hoya on social media, because your health and your families is what matters most. Hospital Hoya, committed to your health. And now let me tell you about a different, story. There's a renovation work on the tartan track at the San Jose del Valle Sports Complex in Bahía de Banderas that has officially resumed. The project, overseen by the government of Nayarit through the Secretariat of Infrastructure and Finance, had come to a halt due to a delayed payment to the construction company in charge of the work. According to Ernesto Eduardo Valdez Ruiz, Director of Sports in Bahía de Banderas, the pending invoice that caused the stoppage has been resolved, clearing the way for work to continue immediately. Despite recent public concern over the apparent abandonment of the project, local officials insist the renovation remains on schedule. The completion timeline, initially set for late April or early May, is still expected to be met. With the construction team now back on site, the track is expected to be fully functional and ready for use within the next month. So that's great. There's going to be a new complex over there in Bahía de Banderas. Thank you, Israel Torres, for this information.
Okay, let's continue with some more positive news. This is a nice trend suddenly in our newscast. For the first time ever, the life-saving initiative Unidos del Corazón has arrived in Puerto Vallarta, bringing hope and healing to children with heart conditions. In an alliance between Corazón de Niño AC, Hospital Mexico, Amigos de los Niños AC, and Philips Terumo and the Puerto Vallarta Municipal Government and DIF, this medical mission marks the 14th edition of the program, originating in Baja California Sur, but now expanding its reach. From April 3rd to the 9th, the first Unidos de Corazón event in Puerto Vallarta is taking place at Hospital, where 15 children are expected to undergo critical cardiac procedures, including catheterizations and arrhythmia treatments. Final patient selections will follow detailed pediatric and cardiological evaluations to ensure optimal readiness. Children also receive a special book titled Diego and I Go to the Hospital to help them understand their journey in a comforting way, which is also child-friendly. Over the past 8 years, Corazón de Niño has transformed the lives of 250 children, and this milestone in Puerto Vallarta signals the new beginning of a new chapter, with warm support for local businesses, the municipal government, and partners like Melia Hotels, and many, many more. For information to donate, just visit corazondeniño.org or follow at Corazono de Niño Bucks, and we'll show that online because it's a lot of letters and stuff on social media, but it's really, really important. We got to make sure we show this. So thank you to our wonderful Fernanda Bojorquez for that story.
Yes, I do recommend for you guys to check out that website, corazondeniño.org. It's fantastic, and all of the pictures they show there, they're just heartwarming. Now, in other news, in response to a growing wave of high-impact crime, the Mexican Navy, the Mexican Army, the National Guard, and both state and municipal police forces have launched an intensified security operations in Bahía de Banderas, of course, San Vicente, the most densely populated locality in the municipality of Bahía de Banderas. This multi-agency development comes as San Vicente continues to report the highest levels of common crimes in the region, including domestic violence, home burglaries, business robberies, assault, and sexual violence. Law enforcement is conducting regular patrols and targeted interventions across neighborhoods, back roads, and the town center. These operations are backed by intelligence gathered in the monthly peace-building coordination meetings, said government spokesperson. All participating agencies share information, and align strategies to ensure more effective crime prevention. The initiative is also part of a border security strategy led from Tepic, the state capital, which has flagged Bahía de Banderas as a high priority area in need of immediate and sustained attention. Authorities have not disclosed how long the heightened operations will remain in place, but affirm their commitment to reducing violence and maintaining a visible security presence throughout the region. Thank you, Guadalupe Arce, for this information.
So always good to have an uplifting story. We've had pretty heavy ones this week, but that Unidos del Corazón story with the children and the Diego and I go to the hospital. That's a really nice uplifting story, and it's nice to get a little bit of good news every now and then.
It's good news, and they're making history. I mean, it's their first time, they're doing here in Puerto Vallarta, Bahía de Banderas area. So, if you're looking for a cause to help, check them out. It's
Absolutely. So, all right, we're going to keep moving along. We're about to go to commercial, but then we're going to be right back with Voices of Vallarta. And you're really going to stay tuned, especially if you're like the Gen X and you love the 80s, because we've got a great guest today who really embodies the Eurythmics and Annie Lennox. And I can't wait. So stick with us. The interview's coming up in just a moment. See you in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, and now it's time for Voices of Vallarta, and I have an amazing, super talented guest here today. I want to call you Annie because you really embody the whole Annie Lennox thing, but for our viewers, this is Delila Boku, and she is going to be starring in the upcoming Eurythmics tribute show coming up very soon, and let's just jump right into it. I want to hear all about this because I'm super excited about your show.
Oh, thank you so much, Brent. I really appreciate you having me on the show.
Awesome.
So you guys, you have to come to this show because this is a tribute to my absolute favorite artist of all time, Annie Lennox, and her legendary band, the Eurythmics, has been a deep influence for me as an artist. I mean, I think as a woman growing up in the 80s, it was such an amazing time for experimentation, and she was the perfect role model. She was fierce and feminine, powerful, unapologetic, raw, energetic, and I was hooked from the very beginning.
I love it. I know, I feel that. That makes me want to go see the show because you're such a fan and you really do embody it. Like, I think the funny thing is, offset, I even mentioned that this look, I mean, it's kind of her. I was like, did you do this for the show? But you were kind of like, this is me because you're a child of the 80s. I love that. And so, I know you mostly from your jazz performances at Act 2 PV, and they're really amazing if our viewers definitely get there next season. But this differs a little bit, right?
Yeah, yes, totally. It's a very inspiration, number one, with my jazz show, and I hope you guys come to my jazz shows next season, A Night of Jazz at Act 2 PV. But the jazz shows, I use a live band. This is tracks, but I have one guitar player with us, so it's different when you perform to tracks. And the training vocally is very different from what I would do as a jazz singer. Also, it takes a lot more cardio and lifting at the gym.
Oh, that's a good point. Because I watch these, like this show's probably going to be, you're going to be running around, you're going to be dancing, you're going to have other performers with you. How do you, tell me more about that. How do you sing and have that much energy going out of you?
Oh my gosh, I have so much respect for performers like Beyonce or Lady Gaga because they're running everywhere, all over the stage. And of course, all of my dancers are in their 20s and 30s, so I have to hit the gym a lot to keep up with them. It's a lot of training for a big show like this. Oh, but it's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you up there, and it'll look like you're not even breathing. I can't even imagine it. So
hopefully I am.
Make sure you keep breathing for sure. So what do you hope audiences take away from this show? You've put a lot of preparation into it. You've been rehearsing it for quite a while now, right? How long, you told me off camera, how long have you been rehearsing this show now?
Well, we are really rehearsing hardcore sort of for a month before these big shows, but it's been in production since last summer. And I've been dreaming about doing it for years. So I'm so grateful.
So you've got a lot invested in it, and now our audiences are going to come see it, and the viewers are going to come see it. And what do you hope they take away from this experience?
hope and inspiration, and to really feel your personal power.
Wow, there you go. Okay, we got a little more time left, so tell me, what are your favorite Eurythmics or Annie Lennox tunes? Now, did she do some solo work as well?
She did.
Okay, so do you have a favorite solo piece? Are you going to be doing solo in the Eurythmics?
I will be.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Let's say it's hard to choose the favorite songs because they made so many albums together.
Okay.
But I would say, well, Sweet Dreams, the ultimate hit, is still probably one of my favorites because the rhythm of that song is so unusual. And I would say Here Comes the Rain Again is one of my favorites. It's also Annie Lennox's favorite song that she ever wrote. And she and Dave Stewart, who was the other person in her band, her guitar player, and they co-wrote everything. She wrote most of the lyrics, but he did the music part.
Interesting. And they both have amazing hooks. The minute you hear the first bars of these songs, they're so recognizable, especially to the Gen X generation. It's like, yep, we know that song. Boom, we know that song.
Yeah.
How amazing. No, I can't wait to hear it. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience about the show? I mean, we haven't really mentioned yet. It's going to be at Coco Cabaret, which is an amazing venue. I was just recently there for the Best of PV Awards, and it was my first time there, and I was blown away by the lighting and the stage and the sounds. So that's great. I want to share that with the audience, but also, like, again, remind our audience, when are the show dates and where can they get those tickets?
Yeah. We're so excited to be working with Coco Cabaret because I really wanted a concert-style experience that we had in the 80s.
Yes.
The lights, the sound, the dancers, so it's possible at Coco Cabaret.
Absolutely.
So the opening night is April 18th, and we only have 2 shows, April 18th and 25th. So you definitely want to get your tickets soon. They're already selling out like crazy. We love it if you buy your tickets online. And you can go to coco-cabaret.com to get your tickets online.
I love it. Okay, everybody, do it now. Get your tickets. Go see this amazing, talented performer, Delila. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And now, thank you all for tuning in again for another Voice of Vallarta. Do you want to sit right here? It's pretty easy, right?
It's easy. You can do it.
Sit right here. Come on the show. Hit us up at our link and get on the show and come sit with me and let's talk about your business or your event or your charitable thing. But with that, we've got to move on. And now we've got some more news. And here comes Joe with our next story.
The Federal Consumer Protection Agency, Profeco, has issued a firm reminder to restaurant owners in Puerto Vallarta. Asking for tips is strictly prohibited by Mexican law. This message came directly from Profeco's regional delegate, Alvaro Davila, during a recent meeting with members of the National Chamber of the Restaurant Industry and Seasoned Food, Canirac, Vallarta. During the breakfast gathering of local food sector business owners, Profeco emphasized that tipping is a voluntary gesture, not a requirement. According to the Federal Consumer Protection Law, tips cannot be included in the bill or suggested as a fixed percentage, as this practice is not legally recognized. Such actions could be interpreted as attempting to coerce customers into paying for service, which is forbidden. Profeco further clarified that consumers have complete freedom to decide if they wish to leave a tip and in what amount, without any pressure from the establishment or its staff. The agency stressed that respecting the autonomy of the customer is crucial. The tip, as defined by Profeco, is simply a token of appreciation that a customer chooses to give to workers, such as waiters, cooks, or receptionists. As such, it should never appear as a mandatory charge on any restaurant receipt. Profeco has urged restaurant owners to review their internal practices to ensure they comply with the law and avoid potential administrative penalties. With information from Adolfo Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
All right, I know a lot of people are watching this on social media. Are you a tipper? I am. All right, well, thanks, Joe. And with the clear mission to protect the athletes competing at the 2025 Diving World Cup in Guadalajara, a specialized team from Puerto Vallarta's Civil Protection and Fire Department played a key role in safeguarding this prestigious international event. Held last week at the Metropolitan's Aquatic Center, Code, Jalisco, the competition welcomed elite divers from around the world. Wonder if Brent was there. Among the behind-the-scenes heroes ensuring everything ran smoothly were Vallarta's own lifeguards, who offer both preventative and operational support throughout the event. Their presence helped create a secure aquatic environment, with the team standing out for their professionalism, preparedness, and commitment to athlete safety. This collaboration not only elevated the standards of safety at the event, but also helped strengthen ties between Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara, reinforcing intermunicipal cooperation. It's a partnership that highlights both cities as serious players on the global sports and tourism stage. By participating in high-level sporting events, Vallarta's emergency response professionals continue to raise the bar, ensuring quick, expert attention whenever needed and cementing Puerto Vallarta's reputation as a city of excellence, both on land and in the water. Thank you, Fernanda Bohorquez, for this information. Now here's David with our next sports story tonight.
Okay, next up, here's Joe again with another sports story, and a huge achievement for our women's soccer, aka football team, right here. So let's go.
With an energizing finale on the iconic Malecon, the Municipal Sports Council, COMUD, brought its week-long program, Activall, to a powerful close this past Saturday, April 5th. The initiative, designed to promote physical activity and healthy lifestyles, turned the city into a vibrant fitness hub from March 31st to April 5th. Throughout the week, free public classes in Zumba, yoga, gymnastics, and boxing were held across multiple locations in the city, drawing participation from people of all ages and fitness levels. The closing event, staged at the famous lighthouse on the Malecon, featured a dynamic mix of activities including open-air yoga sessions, gymnastics showcases, and boxing workouts, all set against the scenic backdrop of Puerto Vallarta's coastline. What made this edition of Activall especially unique was the active involvement of local government officials who joined the sessions to lead by example and underscore the importance of well-being through public service. Their presence highlighted the city's commitment to fostering a culture of health, vitality, and social connection. This isn't just about exercise, said one event organizer. It's about building stronger communities through shared experiences and ensuring everyone, regardless of background, has access to fitness opportunities. The overarching goals of Activall were to encourage physical activity across all age groups, promote social interaction in public spaces, and contribute to the emotional and physical health of Puerto Vallarta's residents. The program also emphasized the value of making the most of public spaces, turning parks, plazas, and the Malecon into arenas of movement and connection. With initiatives like Activall, Puerto Vallarta continues to position itself as a city that cares about the well-being of its people, body, mind, and community. With information from Fernanda Bohorquez, David Herchak, CPS News.
Now, in our final sports story tonight, Maria is going to share some pretty cool achievements by some local athletes in our national stage.
The women's soccer team from Puerto Vallarta has made history by winning the National Women's Amateur Championship, held in Tepic, Nayarit. Organized by the Mexican Football Federation through its amateur sector, the tournament brought together top teams from across the country in a fierce display of talent and teamwork. Throughout the week, the Vallarta squad displayed outstanding skill and determination across 5 matches. They advanced confidently through the group stage with 3 solid performances, securing a spot in the semifinals. After a hard-fought victory, the team reached the grand final, where they faced the powerful squad from Michoacan. In the championship match, Puerto Vallarta's team delivered a stellar team performance, dominating the field and securing the national title, proudly raising the profile of women's football in the region. Their incredible achievement was celebrated back home during the Chivas Legends match in Puerto Vallarta, where local leader Magali Fregoso paid tribute to the champions in front of a cheering crowd. With their eyes now set on upcoming national competitions, these inspiring athletes are determined to keep representing Puerto Vallarta with pride, setting a new standard for women's sports in the region. Follow Puerto Vallarta's rising stars as they continue to break boundaries and bring national recognition to local talent. With information from Fernanda Bohorquez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Now, a quick word from our sponsor, Positively Perfect Dog Care.
Are you looking for the perfect spot for your furry friend while you're away? Positively Perfect Dog Care in Nuevo Vallarta is your dog's home away from home. Think boutique hotel vibes, air-conditioned comfort, cuddles, and so much love. Your pup will enjoy 2 daily walks, playtime, and even get obedience practice. They'll sleep indoors with us like part of the family. Plus, we'll send you daily pics and updates so you don't miss a thing. We also offer 2-week live-in obedience and leash training programs to keep your pup on their best behavior. Message us on WhatsApp at 331-496-3310 or visit positivelyperfectdogcare.com for more details.
All right, so that was fantastic. I'm so happy for all these people from Vallarta, representing in Guadalajara. And wow, Brent, why weren't you there with them?
I know, you learn something new about your co-host during commercial breaks all the time. I am a professional diver and a rescue diver, but I'm not at the level these guys are, I'm sure. But if you're out there and you're scuba diving, you just happen to run into me, I can save you.
Oh, feel safe when Brent's around.
Absolutely. Now we've got a surprise coming up, and you're gonna want to stay tuned, because I know every week we do the Red Hot Happenings. But guess what's happening? Red Hot Happenings is here on set. We've got Kirsten live on set with you coming up in just a minute, so you definitely want to stay tuned.
Yes, you do. And we are back, yes, CPS News with Jesse, Brent, and the Red Hot Happenings.
Hey,
yes. How
good
are
to
you
be
today?
here. Great.
It's great to have you, Kirsten, here live on set with us. This is exciting times.
And this new set is beautiful.
Isn't
so
it?
Excited to be here.
So I know we're going to be talking about a lot of Red Hot Happenings, but so what Red Hot happened in the last week or two that you want to share with us now that we've got you live here talking to us?
Well, my mom was here for the last 5 weeks. Love you, Mom. Miss you.
Oh, we love you.
And we went to probably my favorite event of the year so far. It was called Danza Folklorica. And it was absolutely like traveling around Mexico without leaving Puerto Vallarta. Every state had a dance. They all came out in these beautiful traditional costumes, and they did these traditional dances to songs from that state. So we really got to see what Mexico was like without actually leaving our seats in Puerto Vallarta.
That sounds amazing.
Really very cool, yeah.
So that's added to the list for next year for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, what else do we need to add to the list?
There's a lot of things coming up. So let's get into it. The Vallarta Botanical Gardens, you can celebrate the beauty of nature this April 20th at the Vallarta Botanical Gardens, where families can enjoy a magical Easter surrounded by vibrant flowers and lush greenery. Easter in Bloom invites you to embrace the season with fun outdoor activities, stunning scenery, and a unique holiday experience in the heart of nature. Mark your calendars and get ready to celebrate Easter in Bloom. For more details, visit their website or social media. Ahoy, you salty dogs! This spring break and Semana Santa, get ready for an unforgettable adventure at sea. Hop aboard the famous pirate ship Vallarta for a one-of-a-kind experience filled with non-stop entertainment, delicious food, and exciting surprises. Enjoy live shows, action-packed performances, and incredible ocean views, perfect for family, couples, groups looking to make the most of their vacation. Reserve your spot today at pirateshipvallarta.com and set sail for fun. Gen X Pats PV Battle of the 2000s movie winner event, The Hangover, coming on May 9th at Coco Cabaret. It's the Gen X event, the Battle of the 2000s movie night. The doors open at 6 p.m. and the film starts at 6:45 p.m. sharp. They will be screening The Hangover, the top choice from their 64 movie bracket. The night will feature amazing prizes, a photo booth with fun props, a costume contest, come dressed as your favorite character or in your Vegas style, and much, much more. Enjoy food and drinks for sale, plus some cool vendors and sponsors supporting Gen X crowd. Grab your tickets now and come early to secure a seat. coco-cabaret.com/movie night for tickets. Celebrate Children's Day at the 33rd Annual Kids Fishing Tournament on Sunday, April 27th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Marina Vallarta. Hang out and have fun. Have a fun-filled morning where your young anglers can test their skills and enjoy a great day by the water. Bring the whole family and create unforgettable memories. Celebrate the 50th anniversary of Parroquia Santa Cruz in Puerto Vallarta with an elegant 3-course dinner on April 21st at 8 p.m. Enjoy an unforgettable evening with enchanting voices of tenors Jorge Echagre and Marco Munoz, accompanied by Maestro Salvatore Rodriguez on piano. Tickets are still available. Contact Ivan at 322-136-1132 or Lilia at 322-118-7529. It's going to be a magical night. Be part of the Rio Quale cleanup on Sunday, April 27th at 9 a.m. Meet at Oscar's Restaurant in Puerto Vallarta and help restore the river's natural beauty. Gloves, trash bags, and water will be provided. Just bring your energy and love for the planet. Let's make a difference together. Want to boogie the night away and support a great cause? Then mark your calendar for May 4th from 5 to 10 p.m. at Lazaro Cardenas Park, where amazing DJs will spin the best hits from the 80s and 90s. This edition features Vallarta Cares, a local group fighting hunger and helping those in urgent need. As a cause-driven event, any monetary support is truly appreciated to keep growing support stronger as a community. Don't miss it. It's going to be a night to remember. Puerto Vallarta is always filled with color and tradition, and from May 2nd to May 9th, you get to experience the magic of the 19th Vallarta Azteca International Folklore Festival. Just imagine dance, music, and culture from different countries all in one place. The details aren't completed yet, but stay tuned. They will reveal the program and location soon. But if you can't wait and you want more info now, please contact 322-111-9277.
Whoa, that sounds like a lot of fun, and there's still a lot going on here. Is there anything else? I mean, should I ask?
There's a lot more going on, and I'm actually going to be out of town for a while, so I'm going to miss things like Pride, which is a bummer because that's always super fun. But I'm also going to miss an event on April 18th called Paws, Pairings, and Pours. And this is for dogs and cats to be spayed and neutered, but also it's a tequila tasting and you get to have amazing food with it. So it's Finca 18, which is a distillery around here. They're pairing up with Vallarta tequila tastings. And they're doing this whole thing for the cause of the dogs and animals getting sterilized. So you get 5 meals, or a 5-course meal with 5 tastings, and all the proceeds go to the dogs and cats.
What a bummer, you're going to miss that one. And the proceeds go to the sterilization bus, right?
The new Steri bus. So that bus is going to drive around the low-income areas, and you'll be able to get your dog spayed or neutered, or your cat spayed or neutered for free.
Well,
so that's a great cause.
I'm sorry you're going to miss that one, but I hope you have some great travels. But I will say, it is amazing having you on set. I hope we can get you on set more often, because this is more fun.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by. Isn't this a fantastic set?
It's so good.
I love it. All right, well, thank you for all of the information on the events. And now we're moving on, and Joe is going to tell us about the situation in Sayulita.
Authorities have confirmed that Sayulita Beach is once again safe and clean for recreational use, just in time for the busy Semana Santa and Easter holiday season. The update comes from the municipal president of Bahía de Banderas, Héctor Santana, who assured the public that recent water quality concerns have been resolved. The reassurance follows a recent alert issued by the Federal Commission for the Protection Against Sanitary Risks, COFEPRIS, which had identified Sayulita as the only beach in the region deemed unsafe due to high levels of contamination. A sample taken by the agency showed 268 enterococci per 100 milliliters of water, exceeding the acceptable limit of 199. The elevated contamination levels were linked to 2 specific incidents that took place between March 18th and 25th. These included a sewage spill from a local hotel and a detached discharge pipe from the area's wastewater treatment plant. Both problems were addressed promptly, and local officials have since restored the beach's sanitary conditions. To prevent future issues, the municipal government has committed up to 8 million pesos to the expansion of Sayulita's wastewater treatment plant. The state government of Nayarit is expected to provide the remaining 8 million pesos needed to complete the project. Although the initial report raised concerns among business owners and tourists, the local government has confirmed that Sayulita's beaches are now in optimal condition and ready to welcome visitors. Meanwhile, Puerto Vallarta is also preparing for a busy holiday season. Playa del Holy, also known as Playa Oasis, has passed all COFEPRIS safety checks and is open to thousands of national and international tourists. As travelers make their final vacation plans, Sayulita is once again positioning itself as a vibrant coastal destination known for its surf, charm, and stunning sunsets. Sayulita is ready, clean, safe, and open for Semana Santa. With information from Adolfo Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Okay, first of all, obviously that was Maria and not Joe, so thank you, Maria, for that story. And you be the judge of it. The mayor says, the water testing said this. I don't know. You judge, you choose it, but hopefully by Semana Santa, everything is worked out. Okay, now we're going to move on and talk a little bit more about another great option for you. If you do enjoy Bucerias this time of year and you love oysters, let's hear all about it from Jesse.
Yes, Brent, if you don't want to do Sayulita for some reason, you can always go to the Oyster Fest. Yes, but this festival is all the way in Bucerias. There's going to be a beachside celebration that brings together locals and visitors. It's going to be fantastic. It's their 30th edition, and it's happening April 19th and 20th at Playa El Punto. This is going to be right in the heart of Easter week. It's going to be fantastic, you guys. Like I said, it's going to be all about oysters, more than 5,000 of them. They're shocked and shattered for free thanks to local fishing cooperatives who offer part of their harvest as a gesture of gratitude to the sea. But it's not just about the oysters. The festival is packed with traditional seafood dishes from ceviches to whole fried fish, plus live music, folk dancing, storytelling, and local art that showcases the spirit of Bucerias. It's a sensory dive into the flavors and customs that have shaped this fishing village for generations. Now, one of the most striking parts of the event is a tribute to the region's oyster divers. Yep, we're talking about divers again, who still free dive without modern gear using knowledge passed down through families who've lived by and from the sea. So the festival de Ocean, it's again from April 19th and the 20th at Playa El Punto in Bucerias. Thank you so much, Israel Torres, for this fun information. And next up, there's a local star that needed assistance, and of course the community came together and stepped up, and here are the details from David.
On Wednesday, April 9th, the Palm Cabaret hosted an unforgettable evening, Midnight Radio with the brightest stars, raising funds to support beloved local performer Jordan Carnegie, who recently endured a life-changing injury. Jordan, known for his remarkable roles in Elvis, It's Now or Never, The Rocky Horror Show, and Hedwig and the Angry Inch, was attacked by a dog, resulting in hospitalization and the need for extensive oral reconstruction surgery. With medical bills exceeding 95,000 pesos, the community rallied together for a heartfelt benefit concert emceed by the ever-charismatic Sargento Dan. The night featured stellar performances by top Puerto Vallarta entertainers, including Effie Pacero, Sutton Lee Seymour, Ada Vox, and many more. Each artist donated their time and talent to raise vital funds for Jordan's medical care. Jordan, a two-time Broadway World nominee with nearly 25 years in the performing arts, has been a treasured member of Puerto Vallarta's entertainment scene since relocating here 3 years ago with his husband Richard. The concert, which took place in front of a packed house, embodied the heart and spirit of Puerto Vallarta, where the community comes together in times of need. For those unable to attend, a GoFundMe page has been set up to help cover the mounting medical expenses. Deeply moved by the overwhelming support, Jordan said on his social media, quote, "Thank you to everyone involved, especially Maria Eugenia Prado Conti, Adriana Lopez, Mark Robert Rome, and the Palm for making this possible. This has been the hardest challenge of my life, but knowing I have such love surrounding me means everything." With information and pictures by Sharon Gerber, David Herchak, CPS News.
Wow, it is always great seeing this community come together, and we wish the best to Jordan with his recovery. Again, thank you to Sharon for sharing that story and those pictures. Okay, now here's Maria once more, not Joe, with a Pueblo Magico you should check out, and it's only a short drive from here. I've been there.
Looking for a meaningful escape this Holy Week? Just a few hours from Puerto Vallarta, the magical town of Talpa de Allende is once again becoming a powerful draw for both the faithful and nature lovers alike. Located just 2.5 hours inland, Talpa is one of Jalisco's 3 pueblos mágicos along a scenic corridor that includes San Sebastián del Oeste and Mascota. Every April, thousands make the pilgrimage from the coast to visit the sanctuary of Our Lady of the Rosary, one of Mexico's most revered sites. Whether walking through the mountains or arriving by car, visitors flock to witness the famed image of the Virgin Mary, believed to have miraculously transformed in 1644. The basilica now welcomes over 3 million visitors each year. Inside the church, stunning stained glass windows and a gold thread collection of the Virgin's dresses offer a glimpse into centuries of devotion and tradition. But there's more to Talpa than religion. Visitors can also explore natural attractions, including a rare maple forest, rivers, and stunning mountain views. With over 1,300 hotel rooms and many Airbnb options, the town is ready to welcome tourists of all kinds. As Jose Roberto Cepeda, Talpa's director of tourism, puts it, Talpa is religiously natural. And this Holy Week, it may just be the spiritual and scenic journey you've been looking for. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Now, going back to Talpa is for sure one of our list of things to do soon, but if you're not planning to travel out of town and want some great seafood right here, you should try some of our local fresh dishes. And Brent's here to tell you all, how delicious it is, and of course, to make us all hungry.
Okay, Jesse, you teed that one up and you got me hungry. So if you're a seafood lover, Puerto Vallarta should definitely be on your culinary bucket list. Why? Because our coastal paradise offers some of the freshest and most flavorful seafood dishes there are to offer, and they bring you the ocean right onto your plate. Now, here are 5 of what many people would consider the best seafood dishes you absolutely need to try. So get your paper out and make a list. First up, we have ceviche. A lot of you have had this one already. It's a refreshing dish made from fish or shrimp. It's marinated in lime juices, and it just really blends with the seafood and tastes so good. Now, if you like more of a fiery twist that's somewhat similar to ceviche, aguachile combines fresh seafood with spicy chilies and lime juice, and it's perfect for those who just like a little kick. Now, there's a smoky and savory treat. It's pescado zarandeado, which is harder to say, but easy to eat. It's a grilled fish and it's marinated in chilies and garlic and soy sauce. It sounds amazing, but here's another local favorite, and you've probably had this one. It's camarones a la diabla, which, as the name states, it's a little bit spicy. It's shrimp, it's in a rich sauce, and it's made with chiles and tomatoes. Good stuff there. And last but not least, everybody's had these fish tacos. You can get them grilled, you can get them fried in soft tortillas, and they're just a must try for a casual bite, and you should just be eating those things all the time. They're really great. All right, with these top dishes, Puerto Vallarta is definitely a seafood lover's paradise, and I hope you get to try them all out soon. And thank you for this tasty story, Roberto Almiguar. And now we move on to our next story, and it's Jessie.
That all sounded so delicious. My favorite one is all of them. What's your favorite one? Let us know. Give us a message over here on YouTube, or you can also use our social media, it. Now we're gonna go over to what David has to say. Oh yeah, he is an Instagram guy now. Let's hear him.
If you are looking for the perfect getaway that also doubles as the ultimate photo op, look no further than Riviera Nayarit. This stunning stretch of Mexico's Pacific coastline is fast becoming a favorite among nature lovers, adventure seekers, and yes, even Instagram influencers. Riviera Nayarit is one of Mexico's most naturally captivating regions. With its dramatic landscapes and laid-back charm, it offers a picture-perfect blend of exploration and relaxation. And for travelers seeking unforgettable moments and memorable snapshots, this place truly delivers. Start your photo adventure at the Marietta's Islands, a protected national park known for its vibrant marine life, crystal clear waters, and the world-famous Hidden Beach. It's a must for snorkelers and photographers alike. Next up, Sayulita. This colorful surf town pulses with boho chic vibe, filled with lively beach scenes and murals that pop on any feed. For a quieter, artsy escape, head to San Pancho, also known as San Francisco, just a short drive away. This charming town is ideal for travelers looking to unplug, recharge, and find inspiration in vibrant local art and tranquil sunsets. Nature lovers shouldn't miss La Tovera in San Blas, a magical boat ride through lush mangroves where wildlife and natural beauty abound. And for that picture-perfect, elegant beach moment, Punta de Mita delivers with sweeping ocean views and a luxurious ambiance that makes every seaside memory unforgettable. Centrally located in Nuevo Vallarta, Villa del Palmar Flamingos is more than a resort. It's your gateway to all of Riviera Nayarit. From romantic beach dinners at sunset to tropical gardens and serene walkways, every corner here is camera ready. The views of Banderas Bay from the resort's pool or beach are especially breathtaking at sunrise and sunset, perfect for that golden hour glow. So whether you're planning your next big adventure or just curating your dream vacation gallery, Riviera Nayarit has beauty at every turn. Pack your bags, charge your phone, and get ready to capture the spirit of Mexico's Pacific coast like never before. With information from Roberto Almagar, David Herchak, CPS News.
All right. Well, all of this are great ideas for, this Semana Santa and, great food and great places to take pictures out. Now, in our final story tonight, here's Maria, who's going to share a concert series that sounds amazing.
You're so far away. You're so far away.
While most Puerto Vallartans often see well-known entertainer Bing Young performing in a club or restaurant, an intimate crowd had the pleasure yesterday of hearing him at Christ Church by the Sea as part of the church's second Sunday concert series. Bing usually accompanies singers, but on Sunday, he proved he is a strong vocalist in his own right by belting out time-honored standards and wowing the crowd with original compositions. Throughout the concert, he shared some of the stories behind his successful 30-year music career.
Where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so?
And was at times joined by friends and professionals he's met along the way. The second Sunday concert series wraps up May 11th with a soprano performing art songs of Mexico. For CPS News, Maria Ammerman.
What a great and diverse show we had today. We went from everything from culinary dishes to having the amazing Delila Boku right here.
Oh, she was amazing. I loved that interview.
And just embodying Annie Lennox and doing a great job. And lots of Nayarit news. So hey, Nayarit, make sure you're
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I really, really loved having Kirsten here live. That was amazing. So thank you, Kirsten, for, giving us some time and coming into our news studio.
No, that was definitely a special moment, and we can't wait to get her here. She's going to be here every month when she's not out traveling and being worldwide. But with that, it has come to the conclusion of what I think was a pretty good newscast today, and lots of great stuff that we talked about.
Well, it was super fun. Let us know what you thought about it. And don't forget, next Monday, 7 o'clock, you have a date with us. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I really, really loved having